All right, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about BYU basketball. 17th ranked in the country, 2 more non-conference games. They host Bellarmine tonight. After tonight, then they have 1 more against Wyoming, and then it's into Big 12 play. In your opinion, what is left for BYU to accomplish before they get to that first Big 12 game against Cincinnati?
I have to be really nitpicky here.
I know.
You're talking about a team that's 11-1, and the metrics are out of this world good. They're a top 5 team, and well, I haven't looked at KenPom today. Are they top 7, top 6? Anyway, they're in the top 10.
I just saw that. I'm going to get you that answer.
They are a top 4 team in the net rankings, and they're ranked number 17 according to all the media voters. So they have far, far exceeded by a galaxy expectations in the non-conference. With that said, Jason, there are a couple of things that I want BYU to try and shore up. Number one, obviously deals with health, and specifically the health of Fousseyni Traore. BYU is going to need Big Foose once Big 12 play starts. They need him back in the lineup, and I know he's close. It's kind of a weird nagging injury, but they tell me he's close. And what's interesting is Foose is a back-to-the-basket guy, but he's found this unique way to fit into this high-paced three-point shooting offense. And I think he's an underrated defender, Jason. I want his physicality, his length, and his defense in the lineup for BYU when Cincinnati comes to the Marriott Center on January 6th. Foose getting healthy, to me, is the number one thing that BYU needs to take care of to be ready for the Big 12. And I know that's conditional on how he feels. It's a fickle thing. But that to me is like top of the list. Get Foose healthy. Is he ready to go? The second thing, and I don't know how much you can figure out here in the next 2 games, Jason. I said 11-1. They're 10-1, but they're going to be 11-1. I think they're going to be 12.
They're going to be 12-1.
Right?
They're going to be 12-1.
Yes. Is free throw shooting. Can you simulate a scenario where your team is taking pressure free throws through practice and in games, like to just kind of get them out of somewhat of a funk where they missed a lot of key free throws against Utah. And there were some big missed free throws against NC State as well, even though BYU won that game. How can BYU acclimate better at the free throw line? And specifically, like this is not my seat to call out people, but I know, because I've talked to Dallin Hall about this, like I know he's a little frustrated with what he did at the free throw line against Utah and where he's been this season. But yeah, guys like Dallin Hall, you just expect them to be better at the free throw line, like automatic. BYU's been so good shooting the ball overall. When they step to the free throw line where they're free, it's like you're going to make at least 75 or 80% of these, and that's not been the case for BYU. So if I could shore 2 things up, it'd be free throw shooting, get more comfortable, just there's more confidence. Yeah. Especially when you have to go on the road to Baylor on January night. Can you be a little bit more confident at the free throw line? And is Foose available and healthy? That's number 1 and number 2. How about you?
Yeah, you and I are on the same page in terms of health, but mine is more than just Foose. It's now that, Jackson Robinson was a little bit hobbled. Sure. We're not 100% sure if we're going to see him tonight. Has not practiced.
Coach I would be surprised. Honestly, I would be surprised if he plays tonight.
I don't know why you need to play him.
I do not expect to see Jackson Robinson on the floor tonight.
So it's Foose, certainly, because we know he's getting closer to coming back. And the hope is just you have him back for Big 12 play. But it's Foose, it's Jackson Robinson. Sure. So those are the guys that, from a health standpoint, that you got to get back. And that's not something you can work on. That's just something you have to wait out for these guys to get healthy. So in terms of like accomplishing it, it doesn't really fall into that category, but it really is the number one thing for both of us. The second thing for me is, and I like what you talked about with free throws, but I'm going to go a different direction. We saw Dawson Baker make his debut in the last game, played really well. He's expecting to get some minutes tonight as well. We think Marcus Adams Jr., according to Coach Pope, said we're gonna give him a shot tonight. So we expect him to make his BYU debut tonight. I want to start to get those guys in these games just to kind of see what they have. Dawson's already got the 1 game. Tonight should be Marcus's first. I just want to get them in, get some minutes, see how they look, and just try and figure out how they're going to fit in over these next 2 games. That's, to me, probably the biggest thing I think that they can accomplish on the floor is see what they've got, see where these guys are from a conditioning standpoint, see how they fit in with some of the other guys in terms of in real game experiences. That's really the only other thing outside of get healthy and be ready to go.
Locking in the rotation.
As close to full strength as you can is getting these guys in, see what you got. Yeah, look at the rotation a little bit once you get as close as you can to full strength.
Yeah, we asked Cahill Fennell earlier this week what the proper number of a set rotation would look like. And we said, is 10 or 11 too many? And he said, straight up, yes, it's too many, especially when you get into conference
Most
play.
are 9 or 10 at most.
So BYU's probably in a position where they could play 10, but that's the cap. And so that's where a guy like Dawson Baker makes things interesting. But if you have some guys injured, it's always nice to have an 11th dude that is experienced and ready and capable immediately to come off the bench and contribute. And a guy that's like, okay, I've been here, I've done this. I don't know who that 11th guy would be or who the 12th guy would be, Jason, but BYU's in a position where they're going to have 1 or 2 guys, if they limit this rotation to 9 or 10, that are probably going to be a little frustrated about sitting on the bench, but that just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Just like, it's part of the deal. Like, I know you're frustrated. Like, this is to motivate you in practice, and maybe you work your way back into that main rotation, but like there are going to be 1 or 2 guys that are frustrated if Dawson Baker really emerges and shows them, because he's too valuable and too good to not have on the floor. How do they do that? This is, and Coach Fennell had jokes like, I'm glad I'm not Mark Pope. Like, he's the one that has to figure
It's
that out.
easier to make those decisions when you're winning too, because like you've got a winning formula. Things have worked well to this point. So if the team wasn't doing well, that you can sort of move things around and maybe extend your rotation a little bit. But there's, to a certain extent, you don't want to mess with what you've got so far. So you have to be very, very careful on how you implement guys and how many minutes you get and what rotations get shifted around. So but those are all really good problems to have when you've got a lot of good players that are able to get on the floor.
How do you keep everybody happy? You probably don't. But we have heard a ton about how this team's all bought in on winning.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. I'll play whatever role you need me to play. If that's a bench player, bench supporter, I'm only playing 3 or 4 minutes a game, I'll do it. We've heard that.
Chemistry has been brought up in almost every one of my pregame interviews that I've done for radio for these games. Every single player talks about how good the chemistry is on this roster.
Okay, well, we're going to see it. There's going to be some frustration. We'll see how bought in they are. And we all believe that this team truly is going to do what they say they are. And that is like, look, if I got to sit on the bench, I got to sit on the bench.
Yep.
All right.